Well, this talk is called Multiple Personality Reorder, and it's in reference to designing web pages for multiple personas. In this case today, we're going to talk about dual personas, or two of them. We know that quite often people come to a site or come to a page, there are two different types. We're going to talk about those two different types, and we're going to talk about some of the strategies that we deploy at Kayak on being able to communicate with two different types of people on the same web page. So as soon as you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah,
So
okay, Randy, yeah, I
we
guess
can rock on.
we will have this pre-presentation chat. I wasted all the time for the technical. Okay, it's all yours, Randy.
Yeah, I was thinking also if anybody wants to join the conversation, I'd love to have it as a conversation and not just as a presentation. So if you see anything, have any questions or whatnot, please jump right in, okay? All right, maybe on that cue, I can start sharing my screen. All good, Anton?
Yeah, I can see you so
There we
far.
go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go into my screen share. And if you can just confirm that you can see that.
Absolutely.
All good?
Yes.
Good. So now you can't see me, you can just see the screen, so that makes it all funner for me. Okay, guys. So once again, I'm going to talk about designing web pages for personas. You'll notice in my title screen I say B2B. We can accept that as B2B, or really just a more complex sales process, or even a higher ticket price item where it takes a little bit more information and whatnot to convince people that you're the right option for them. So what I'm going to do then now is going to go in and just ask about who we're designing our website for. So a lot of people want a new website or new website design, but do they base it on sites they like? Do they base it on what their competitors are doing? Do they hire designers? Do they do it themselves? Really the question is, how do you know what to do or how to do it? And so you're not wasting money and actually building something that will help you build your business. Well, I look at this and I say, well, it's easy. You basically stop. You don't worry about design right away. You look at who it is that's actually visiting your website. So just so you know, guys, I hear a lot of beeps, and so if anything's happening technically, please let me know. All right. In the B2B or consultative sales process, really there's one person or web visitor make a decision in isolation. That's why we should be thinking about persona pairs. So a pair, from my perspective, is your decision maker that everybody knows about. The thing about decision makers is they don't have a lot of time to do research. So they rarely visit more than a handful of pages on any website, and their time on page is quite low, just because their time is limited. Quite often, top of the page or above the fold, if that exists, we're going to reach out to Momar in a little bit and ask him about that. It is potentially the perfect place to put more of an executive summary or marketing messages that appeal to decision makers, keeping it short and to the point and on topic in respect of their time. If your product or service is a quick sale or impulse buy or anything like that, or you know, sneakers or yo-yos or something like that, then this is the person who you're talking to. It's the shopper. It's very much a transactional thing. They're looking for it. They've likely been influenced by branding. They're looking for it. They're looking for the best price, the availability. That's not the person we're talking about today. The person we're talking about today is the researcher, also known as the influencer on that decision maker. So if you can imagine, if you thought about it for a moment and you just thought about the last time you made a large price or complex purchase decision, chances are somebody was in that decision making with you. Could have been a spouse, could have been a coworker, could have been a colleague, or even a competitor or peer who prompted you to make a purchase or decide on something.